How's it going, guys? Welcome back to Mindful Combat. So fight fans, before I get into the breakdown of this fight, I need something from you guys. If this is the first time you've checked out my content, or perhaps you've checked out my content before but you just haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe, like and share this video to as many people as possible. Sorry, I got a bit tongue tied there. Basically, I'm trying to grow this channel as large as possible so I can have as much interaction with as much excited fight fans as possible. The more fight fans that are involved in the discussions, the better it is. I'm happy to get involved with any discussion with everyone, and the more people I can speak to, the happier I am. So guys, please do that for me. And now, before I go any further, I just want to say thank you if you've been supporting my content from the beginning. I really appreciate it all. So now to the fight breakdown. So this fight breakdown, I'm going to be looking at Fedor Emelianenko versus Ryan Bader, and this fight is exciting. I know that I say that a lot. I am a very excited fan, but this fight breakdown for me is particularly exciting. So, as mixed martial arts fans, we are very lucky in the sense that mixed martial arts is still relatively new, and while it is still growing, that means we get to see a lot of fighters that are very great, developing and putting their legacy down now. So what I'm talking about is being able to see the greatest fighters in their respective sports competing during their prime. So, as an avid boxing fan, I never got to see the reigns of Muhammad Ali, of Sugar Ray Robinson, of Jake LaMotta, of Rocky Marciano, Jack Dempsey, because these were all guys that fought long before my time, long before I was even born. I didn't get to see that. But what I have gotten to see as a mixed martial arts fan, I got to see the runs of Anderson Silva, his legendary run, Georges St. Pierre's legendary run, with BJ Penn in his heyday. I got to watch BJ Penn in his heyday, and I got to see Fedor Emelianenko in his heyday. So I'm very excited about this fight, and I'm feeling very nostalgic because Fedor's coming off back-to-back first round knockout wins, and that is incredible coming into this fight. And I love the fact that that's been going on, and I'm hoping that he can recreate some of that magic against Ryan Bader. So guys, for this breakdown, I'll be looking at Fedor Emelianenko versus Ryan Bader in the final of the Bellator Heavyweight Grand Prix for the Bellator Heavyweight Championship. So let's look at some of the numbers. Fedor Emelianenko is 42 years old, Ryan Bader is 35 years old. At 42, Fedor Emelianenko is definitely past his prime. He's been past his prime for some years now, and he continued to fight on. He has shown glimpses of still having greatness. He's still showing that he's got fast hands, still got punching power. So who knows? He may still have something in the tank. Ryan Bader at 35, he's still a young and fresh 35. 35 in itself isn't very young, but Ryan Bader has looked fresh and young. He's looked reinvigorated. So Ryan Bader's definitely got that going for him. Fedor Emelianenko's record is 38 wins, 5 losses. Ryan Bader's 26 wins, 5 losses. So they're both very well experienced. Fedor Emelianenko has a 76-inch reach and Ryan Bader has a 74-inch reach. So only 2 inches there. And that 2 inches is made up because Ryan Bader is 6'2", whereas Fedor Emelianenko is 6 foot. He's got 2 inches in height. Even though he's coming up in weight class, he's actually not that much of a smaller man. Fedor will probably weigh in around the heavy 230s. Ryan Bader's probably going to be, now that he's settled into the heavyweight division, I reckon he'll come in the low 230s, and I think you won't see much size disparity, so size won't have a key in this fight, this style. Fedor Emelianenko loves to throw his hands, he loves to swing. I like to call it a boxing style, but it's not boxing in the traditional sense of a fundamentalist wouldn't consider it boxing. He loves to throw hands. Let's call it boxing though, for MMA purposes. Ryan Bader, he's a wrestle boxer. He's a bit more tidy with his boxing. He ain't got as much power, but he's got solid fundamentals, and he's got great wrestling, he's got great conditioning, and he uses that as a pressure fighter. Some of the key wins. So Fedor Emelianenko's resume, as I was alluding to earlier, is legendary. He's beaten Minotauro Nogueira in his prime, not once but twice. He beat Mark Coleman twice. He's beaten Kevin Randleman. He's beaten Mark Hunt. He's beaten Tim Sylvia, Andre Arlovski, back when Andre Arlovski was on a 5-fight win streak in Affliction in 2008. He's also beaten Frank Mir and Chael Sonnen. Whereas you take Ryan Bader on the other hand, he's got a pretty good resume. So he don't actually get credit for his resume, perhaps because of his loss to Tito Ortiz, I don't know, but he doesn't get enough credit for it. He's got wins over Little Nogueira twice. He's beaten Rampage Jackson. He's beaten Ovin St. Preux, who's still ranked top 10 in the UFC, I believe. He beat Ilir Latifi, who was ranked top 5 in his last fight. He's beaten King Mo, Matt Mitrione. Matt Mitrione's a good heavyweight, so he's got some good wins as well. Issues: Fedor Emelianenko's chin and his conditioning is an issue. His chin, he got rattled by Frank Mir. He got dropped by Fabio Maldonado, almost finished. He got KO'd by Matt Mitrione, and of course over the years we've seen Dan Henderson knock him out as well. Ryan Bader, his chin itself is questionable. But I would say that's his issue. Going back to Fedor quickly, also his cardio, his fight with Chael Sonnen, his last fight in particular, he didn't really look like he had enough to carry on going if the fight went on. He looked like he was incredibly gassed at the end of the round when the fight announcements was being made, so I think his cardio bears witnessing again, especially against a fighter like Ryan Bader. Now, Fedor Emelianenko's X factor in this is going to be his power and his speed. He's shown that he's still got that, particularly in his last 2 fights, and Ryan Bader is going to be his wrestling. If Chael Sonnen was able to take down Fedor Emelianenko, then you've got to consider that Ryan Bader will be able to take down Fedor Emelianenko, and also Ryan Bader's cardio will be an X factor in this fight. Now, the fight itself, how do I think it's going to play out? I think early on, we're going to see Fedor's going to hold his own against Ryan Bader. I think he's going to come out, he's going to be able to defend some early takedowns, and he's going to probably throw some nice punches out. He might even threaten Ryan Bader, he might rattle him. I'm hoping he'll rattle him, but he might even rock him. But I do think Ryan Bader's going to be able to stay composed, he'll be able to get through it, and I think as the fight goes on, Ryan Bader's going to start to implement his game plan. I think as the fight goes on, Fedor's not going to be holding his own anymore. I think his age is going to start to show, and I think, painfully for me to admit, Ryan Bader's going to start to take over, and I think Ryan Bader's going to wear Fedor out as the fight goes on, and don't be surprised to see a late finish for Ryan Bader. So I'm picking Ryan Bader to get a late finish over Fedor Emelianenko. Guys, let me know what you guys think. Tell me that I'm wrong. Please tell me that I'm wrong. Let me know in the comments that I'm wrong and that Fedor Emelianenko is going to do this. Either way, I'm hoping Ryan Bader, if he does win, gets the respect that he deserves, that fight fans haven't been giving him credit for. He will be a champ in Bellator. He will hold both Bellator and heavyweight, the Bellator light heavyweight and heavyweight title if he wins this fight. So I think he deserves some respect. And Fedor Emelianenko, if he can pull this off, well then, won't that be a great comeback for the ages? For him to, at this stage of his career, come back, win the heavyweight Grand Prix, and I could think of no better way for him to retire. Guys, let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Thank you for tuning in. Mindful Combat. Thank you.